Okay, so bit of an unorthodox time to do it, but I figured I would try recording a reaction video to Death Battle and see how it goes. I'm Round 1 Fight, and this is me reacting to Guts vs. Dimitri, Berserk vs. Fire Emblem Death Battle. Now, I'm not too excited for this one, or at least I was, until I heard that Brandon Yates teamed up with Logan Adams yet again to make the track, and that it looked really good even in the preview, which most 3D stuff don't. Anyway, kind of rambling. Let's just see how it goes. This could surprise me.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp and Mint Mobile.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun,
Guts,
dun.
the brutal black swordsman of Berserk.
And Dimitri, the savage savior king from Fire Emblem. Vengeance is an ever malicious
Syndrome.
to turn anyone into a broken, traumatized,
Unstoppable one-man army. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
In the realm of Midland, life really sucks all around. Demons run rampant, villages get pillages, and a helpless elf fairy has become target practice for some thugs. Batter up!
Until walking into the torment comes a stranger clad in black.
Who does this every day?
One humongous sword.
Wiz, that weapon is too big to be called a sword. Too massive and thick. More like a slab of raw iron that no normal man could wield.
Yeah, you're living up to his
Except
class
for the man
strike
with a
fantasies.
simple but fitting name, Guts.
But what is it that makes Guts so terrifying?
He
Well,
does
we're
this
about to
every
get into some
day.
really dork shit. Fair warning.
Born from his mother's recently hanged corpse,
Dark.
Guts was taken in by a mercenary band led by Gambino.
Who definitely
Gambino.
is a winning father of the year.
Sounds like a freaking
Gambino put
French
Guts
dish or
through the
something.
ringer, training him with swords way too big for him before putting him into live combat at only 9 years old.
Training with such large swords made Guts inhumanly strong, but he needed a different kind of strength to endure the
So that
horrendous
weird
abuse he suffered from
blocks
Gambino.
there again.
So he
Don't know if that's bad
murdered
editing or
in
what.
Self-defense. He deserved it, trust me. With no home or family to speak of, Guts aimlessly wandered for years as a lone mercenary.
Until he caught the eye of the ambitious Griffith. Impressed by Guts' bold battle prowess and blunt honesty, Griffith wanted him. So Guts joined his mercenary group, the Band of the Hawk.
Where Guts' gutsy fighting style made him the perfect captain. The dude was
Perfect pun right
hardcore enough
there.
to fight 100 enemy soldiers on his own, and even helped end a 100-year-long war, all while earning respect and glory with Griffith and his group.
For the first time, Guts found true friends and comrades to rely on.
But
Yeah, you know that's all gonna
Griffith
get taken away.
realized he couldn't keep Guts at his side. Really bad things happened.
Upon the eclipse, Griffith summoned a bunch of demons, became a super demon himself, and sacrificed Guts' new friends to the abyss.
Is he just
That wasn't
Dio?
bad enough. He marked Guts with a
Is
demonic
Guts a
brand,
JoJo character?
then raped his girlfriend Casca, forcing Guts to watch as his eye was split open and he was forced to tear off his own arm.
Yeah, really bad things.
Guts
Odd
barely
way to get
escaped
off,
his life.
but okay.
He vowed to brutally murder Griffith and every demon, down to the last one. No small task, even for him.
And every big task needs even bigger weapons. Guts' bread and butter is the enormous Dragon Slayer.
6.5 feet long and weighing over 300 pounds, Dragon Slayer
Jeez.
is absurd. In Guts' hands, it can cleave through plated armor and even demons with skin of Corundum, a real-life metal that is harder than steel.
Oh,
Since Guts is
it's
made
not
some of
fictional.
demons his favorite pastime, Dragon Slayer
Okay, now he's got the
is
sword,
exposed to
okay.
so much demonic blood that it exists on the astral plane, meaning it can harm any supernatural monster. God, this thing's heavy.
Guts also carries a collection of explosives and throwing knives, but I'm
One
partial
sec, I'm gonna pause and see if it catches up. It's being weird right now.
explosives and throwing knives, but I'm partial to his mechanical arm, complete with a wondrous invention of a repeater crossbow and a secret cannon.
Yeah, that's neat and all, but they aren't as awesome as Dragon Slayer here. God, how does he do this? Okay, the repeater
Every day.
It can fire a volley of 4 to 5 bolts per second, making it the go-to option for mowing down groups of bad guys. And hey, if you gotta lose your hand, replacing it with a goddamn super gun is the way to go.
I mean, you do it with your
Even
legs.
demons are afraid of this thing. See ya, Snakeface!
With his collection of weapons and indomitable will, Guts slaughtered everyone and everything in his way.
Be it an army of trolls, a supersonic elf fairy, or some Bible thumper whose blows were like cannons.
But while Guts took the physical challenges in stride, his mental stride
Was he in
was a
Dark Souls
different
now?
story.
He had demons to deal with, literally and figuratively, always tormented by his inner beast of darkness.
Guts
It looks
tried
like a
to
wolf.
shoulder this trauma alone, even for a time leaving behind Casca, who survived but was mentally broken. Nothing would replace the comrades Guts lost during the eclipse. However, through his resilience, he eventually saw the dangerous path he was on, and so reunited with Casca and eventually came to depend on new companions.
Including Pretty Boy Serpico. He doesn't look like much, but the guy is fast enough to dodge lightning at speeds over 100 times faster than sound. And Guts has kept up with him more than once.
And thanks to the witch Flora, Guts got his deadliest and riskiest asset, the Berserker armor.
Oh,
It's berserking
boy,
time.
By shutting down all mental limitations, this armor gives Guts a huge amp in strength. Pain means nothing to him now, and it even heals injuries on the fly. Wait, did I say heal? What I meant was it pierces his torn flesh and broken bones together so he can fight until the actual last drop of blood has left his body. Man,
Okay,
that's
if he
hardcore.
wins or loses, the
And
fight's gonna be gory as heck.
extremely risky. Donning the armor has been nearly disastrous for him more than once.
Yeah, when he's in a stitched up rage, the beast of darkness is gnawing on his mind, tempting him to go berserk. Bam! Title drop!
Guts' tenacity is a sight to behold. He's held back a demonic dragon, withstood being impaled, and even teamed up with a fabled demon swordsman to take down an apostle that can channel lightning.
And sliced up a clown dude in the rawest manga panel ever. Just look at it!
Might agree.
If that's not badass enough for you, he once killed a giant sea god from the inside.
With its whale, this behemoth created a storm that covered an entire island. The kinetic energy of such a storm is immense. Gauging the size of the island, the energy required to induce such a storm would need to exceed 600 kilotons of TNT.
Yeah, that's right. Guts gutted a sea monster whose shout was a natural disaster.
He needed to do that and much more to reach
Interesting.
Elfhelm, where Casca's lost sanity was finally returned. Things were looking up for the legendary Black Sword.
Yeah, you know it's all about
That
to take it away.
bastard Griffith just wouldn't leave him alone.
No matter how tragic his tale becomes, Guts will persevere for his allies, both past and present.
He has new friends, a renewed heart, a badass sword, and the last thing any man, demon, or god wants to do is mess with him. Fuck yeah!
Pretty good.
This episode of Death Battles brought
Yeah,
to you
we
by
are
BetterHelp.
skipping this.
Sometimes in life, you
The a try.
Probably need, but whatever.
On the continent of Fodlan lies the holy kingdom of Fargus, a knightly nation where the youth learn to swing a sword before they can write their own name.
And fill smash with unnecessary characters.
Alexandra Blathid was no exception.
The kid was a prodigy, able to spar with far more experienced warriors.
Eating
In
weeds.
part because he was a crest bearer.
Or someone gifted mystical power through the blood of the goddess Sothis. Those born with a crest
23?
gain anything from enhanced magic to
He is not like
superhuman
23.
strength.
At 9 years old, Dimitri could lift giant boulders, run across mountains for hours, and constantly broke swords by accident. Most elites who had a crest also had a massive ego, but not Dimitri.
Right, Dimitri was strong, but generally kind. Like when he gave his childhood friend Edelgard a dagger. An earnest, if odd, gift.
I got shotgun shells for my first crush. But life took a turn for Dimitri when a mysterious group murdered his dad and a bunch of knights, burning them all in front of him.
So
and
standard
leaving
anime
the
crap.
poor kid with some serious survivor's guilt.
Guilt that only worsened when the country of Dusker was unjustly blamed for the tragedy. Dimitri lamented.
Not gonna
that
lie, I
he
think
could
these names
not
are kinda
stop
stupid,
Fargus's
but
corrupt
I'm not one
nobles.
for the fancy
Don't
type
worry,
crap.
though. When those same nobles rebelled a couple years later, he fought them like a beast, slaying them all with sadistic glee.
This savage side would emerge when
And
Dimitri was reminded of the
anime
tragedy.
is kind of accurate now.
Otherwise, his chivalrous charm remained forefront.
With guidance from his dead dad's buddy Rodrigue, Dimitri got into the Garrick Mock Officers Academy, where he led the Blue Lion's house and learned the mystic
Decent
arts.
name, I
Well, he's
guess.
not the most proficient in it, but Dimitri did learn healing and elemental magics, able to call down lightning or even channel it through his weapons.
Letting him electrocute tons of enemies at once. He learned this and more from everyone's favorite Smash Bros. Character, Professor
Boo! Why not the girl
Assuming
one?
you
The other
picked
one looks
Dimitri's
stupid.
Blue Lions when you played Fire Emblem Three Houses. We're getting a little meta here, but his story turns out very differently depending on the path chosen. Aside from the Blue Lions, there's Edelgard's Black Eagles,
and the Golden Deer, led by the crafty Claude Von Regan, aka the Best House.
that band of goofy misfits. The Black Eagles are a far more cohesive unit.
Nah, fear the deer, Wiz.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Ashen Wolves for life, losers!
Of course Jocelyn picks the Goths.
Anyway, in Dimitri's youth, he mastered all manner of weaponry. Lances, swords, axes, gauntlets, and more.
Some of these weapons use magic, some use poison, and others are used to slay giant monsters. But all of them made Dimitri an ace at warfare, especially when Byleth taught him some special skills.
The seal movement technique stops foes in their tracks. Frozen Lance skewers enemies with ice, and Swordbreaker boosts evasion against blade users. To top it off, Dimitri can enter an awakened state for even more power.
Dimitri led his classmates through thick and thin, but everything changed when he suspected the one behind the tragedy of Dusker was his old dagger friend, Edelgard. Dun dun dun!
Okay, Kylo Ren
And
opponent.
Fodlan's oppressive crest system, Edelgard and her empire declared war on Fargus and the Church of Saros.
Dimitri could be cruel before, but after this betrayal, he snapped, vowing to kill every last one of them. For 5 years, he slaughtered the enemy, all to appease the voices that called for Edelgard's head.
He's not exaggerating. Dimitri truly believes his dead loved ones cry to him, unable to know peace until he claims.
Yeah, I can see why this
As
one
if
now.
Prince turned murderer hobo wasn't scary enough,
Murderer
he wields the
hobo.
ultimate lance, the hero's relic, Eredfar.
Forged from the bones of dragon-like Nabateans, Eredfar is much stronger than ordinary metal. It can pierce any armor with its signature move, Atrocity. And
So
only
evasion
Crest
ring, that
bearers
might
can
come
wield it
handy.
without mutating into a monstrous black beast.
With his lance, Dimitri kept killing, but no bloodshed could calm his mind. He reached peak war
Is this
crimes,
the Black Adam
torturing
versus
an
Apocalypse
enemy
part in
commander in
Apocalypse's
blind
analysis?
rage.
But when his actions led to Rodrigue making the ultimate sacrifice,
Yeesh.
Dimitri was broken, terrified of yet another voice haunting him.
Except this time, he had his professor to help him out. We really gotta pay teachers more, y'all.
Dimitri still felt hatred.
I should know
for
my dad's a
Edelgard,
teacher, so.
but looked past it to the friends and kingdom he neglected and made a choice.
Instead of killing every last one of them, he would save every last one by retaking Fargus's capital.
A task this wretch turned savior king had the strength to do.
Dimitri has dodged meteors going Mach 60, decimated a squad of soldiers with one spear throw, and defeated a wizard from the magic Illuminati.
This is Talos, whose power shook a futuristic underground city.
And Dimitri just walked through his magic like it was nothing.
Dimitri's also more than a match for Edelgard, who, in her route, bested the Archbishop of the Church of Saros, Rhea.
This is important because after dragging it up, Rhea survived 2 exploding javelins of light, aka magic nukes. Jeez, and Dimitri can fight on her level?
Indeed. But in the end, despite half a decade of slaughter, Dimitri was hesitant to kill Edelgard, in part from learning she wasn't responsible for the tragedy. Still, both monarchs had ideas for Fodlan that were simply incompatible.
And then Edelgard pulled a fast one with that old dagger present. Dimitri definitely felt that irony.
The war was over, and with his allies at his side, Dimitri claimed his place as a just king.
Unless, you picked a different house. His story doesn't end very happy in those.
But though the voices of the dead will haunt Dimitri until his final breath, so long as he has his friends, conviction, and
Yeah, this is the
compassion
music
for
from
living,
Twilight
he will
vs.
find
Raven and
peace.
Black Adam vs. Apocalypse.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored.
Okay, final thoughts, I guess. So, I feel like it's a given that Dimitri has the bigger arsenal and the more magic and crap to throw at Guts. Based on the speed numbers, I think Guts is going to be faster. It's like 166 versus Mach 66, so yeah, Guts is probably faster. I don't really know what Shaking a City would get, but given that they didn't reveal the number, I think they're going to have Dimitri be stronger. And Javelins of Light, I know from the G1 blog, might scale to some crazy crap. Along with Dimitri having proficiency against blade users, because yeah, and stuff like that evasion ring to boost his evasion stuff. I think I'm gonna go with Dimitri on this one. I would prefer if Guts would win, but not really too sad about it. Anyway, final bet, going for Dimitri. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right, the combatants are set, and we run the data through all possibilities. It's time for a death battle! Hope this is good.
100 men strong. What drives your slaughter? To save the high and mighty crap till you're dead.
I think that's a shot from the manga. So that's cool. There's the magic. And there's the crossbow arm. Time to summon a storm against a normal sword guy. Looks really good though. Bonk. Oh, that's funny. Yeesh.
I will tear your head from your shoulders. The dead must have their revenge.
Yo, that looks really good. Really good again. And here's Ghost just tanking everything. Wow.
Bastard.
Yo, this looks really good. Oh wow, this looks awesome.
I'll kill them, all of them, down to the last.
Whoa. That's hard, that goes hard. Yo. This is going all out. Speed and power are going really well here. Did you win? Or is Guts gonna come back? Oh.
Still standing?
Oh. So Dimitri won.
Both shackled to the dead. You foul beasts will not have his soul!
Okay, I like that. I like that. Good way of paying respect.
I don't know what's
So cool, I was right.
Dimitri the demon, or Guts still standing there. He was a badass till the end.
Facts.
Fast enough to dodge lightning, Guts actually had a slight speed advantage over Dimitri.
Yeah, he was
Though
faster.
Skills like Seal Movement and Swordbreaker helped Dimitri close the gap.
And
Yeah, I said that too.
Dimitri had some minor healing magic to fall back on. It wasn't gonna compete with the raw endurance from the Berserker.
Yeah, that's definitely
Still,
fair.
Dimitri's absurd strength and wider pool of weapons and abilities gave him plenty of ways to wear Guts down.
Yeah, I'd say that too.
Dimitri's electricity magic, Guts' sword and armor were vulnerable conductors, making
Oh.
every flash an opportunity to electrocute.
Didn't think about that.
Guts has defeated lightning callers before, but he needed help. Not to mention moves like Atrocity can pierce through armored foes.
Oh.
bypassing half the point of wearing the Berserker armor.
Didn't think about that.
Through some of Erdfar's damage, but he wasn't invincible and could not heal from fatal wounds.
Yeah, the John Wick argument.
There's raw power. Slaying demons is really
Skull Knight once slashed the World Tree, causing the Great War of the Merged Planes. This blast of light stemmed from the power of the World Tree and can't be scaled to guts. So, not planet, I guess.
Obviously, but not always on par with magic nukes.
Remember, in Edelgard's route, she defeated Rhea, who survived 2 Javelins of Light. In Dimitri's route, he defeated Edelgard while she was a powered-up crest monster. That happened.
So, if Rhea could take on the Javelins of Light, Dimitri should be at a similar level. So, let's find out how strong a Javelin is.
In Vodlin's lore, several Javelins decimated a forest, forming the Valley of Torment. However, the exact number of Javelins used to create the valley was never given, making the power of an individual Javelin unclear.
But we do know the Javelins in this attack were supposed to hit the Garrigmok Monastery, until the goddess Sothis noped them away and they hit the forest instead.
We also know that the Javelins of Light are not limitless. Typically no more than 6 being used at once, even against structures similar in size to Garrigmok.
So, if a similar amount were used in the attack
Okay.
of the valley, each Javelin would pack a payload that's over 3
Oh,
gigatons
wow.
of TNT.
Even if we severely lowballed this and said the destruction was divided between 10, 50, or even 100 different Javelins of Light, surviving 2 Javelins would still be greater than the best of Guts' feats, even scaled to the Sea God. Guts'
Yeah, that's
persistence
pretty fair.
wouldn't go down easy, but against Dimitri's inhuman strength, devastating abilities,
This
and
move's like sad.
it was just a matter of time before the vengeful king wore through him.
Saying it makes me berserk, but Guts could only go so fargus.
The winner is Dimitri Alexandra Blathid.
You could just say Dimitri, whatever.
Thanks for watching.
Okay.
We have a new death
What's the
battle
next time?
every 2 weeks this
What's the
year.
next time? Please give me something good. Please give me something good. Please give me something good.
Planet level members even see death battles before anyone else, so don't miss out.
What is this? What? Yo! Silver Surfer! Oh, man. Oh, that's about to be so freaking good. Martian Manhunter is base. I'm gonna love that one. But we will get probably some morons saying, it's been more Marvel in DC. Yeah, whatever. Silver Surfer? Kick his teeth in. Alright, guys. Tell me if you want to see more of these. I will try, though it might be a little difficult in some areas because of work and etc., but here's hoping it works, and here's hoping Silver Surfer beats him to shreds.